This is lesson 4. This is going to talk about nebulas and be pretty short. What nebulas are. So what are they, first of all? Well, a huge cloud of dust and gas is what a nebula is. And I think the best way to introduce ourselves is to take a look at a few of them. This is called the Pillars of Creation Nebula. This is the Tarantula Nebula. They call it the Tarantula Nebula because it is got all these different legs looking things going around inside of it. Here's a different view from a different wavelength. Another one yet. One more. This is called the Hourglass Nebula. What's so interesting about it is it looks like there's an eye in the middle. And we're going to talk about how these form and keep it kind of short. So these nebulas are huge clouds of dust and gas, and they can be many light years across. They can be absolutely huge. Some nebulas are the size of small galaxies. They can be that big. Okay. Well, what happens inside of them? First of all, the gas starts collecting. Okay. Might make kind of a little lump or a little ball in the side here. Gravity gets stronger as it collects. Well, as gravity gets stronger, more gas collects. And as more gas collects, gravity gets stronger, which sucks more gas in, meaning more gas collects, and gravity gets stronger. And this goes on and on and on until a star forms. So a star forms from these nebulas, okay? So just to look at a few example nebulas, these are just some really famous, beautiful ones, okay? This is called the Crab Nebula, and this was made by a supernova. When we look at this, it's a little bit bigger every time we see it because all this gas is exploding outward. Okay, the next one, this is again the Hourglass Nebula, made by a supernova. You can see all the layers and all the mass that was sent out by that supernova. And the last one I want you to know that we saw first thing, the Pillars of Creation Nebula. Absolutely huge, really beautiful, and how it's made is kind of complicated, so we're not going to get into it. But these are 3 famous nebulas. You should know dust and gas. You need to know that this is where stars form, and that stars form by collecting more and more gas as gravity gets stronger. That's it for lesson 4.